Hi everyone, and welcome back to our live chat. I'm Kate, and this is the lovely Jackie. Plunket's post. That was a great hello. Posting with just a unit. So for our third video, we're going to be talking about depression, and also depression in dads, and then a bit of a wrap up around how you can support a loved one who's having a bit of a time. So depression, another big word. What does that look like?
It looks different from baby blues.
Yes,
it's different from baby blues. Like we said in the first video, baby blues usually happen in the beginning of maybe in the first week, and but depression is a diagnosis from your GP, and there's a wide spectrum of feeling good, feeling good, baby blues, and then a big wide spectrum of depression here, and it's a really personalised journey. It's a really personalised journey, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a permanent journey. It does end. It will end. It does get better.
You can do this.
The light at the end of the tunnel is actually the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not a train coming towards you. I've had one lady explain to me. She thought, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, and I felt like it was the train. But it doesn't have to be. There is a light.
That's so awesome. So what are some of the symptoms and things to look for in identifying it in yourself or in another one?
Usually what we find is the irritability towards the partner is a biggie. It's when you kind of think, what did you say? You dropped it, you've just dropped the ball, we don't know what you're saying, and you kind of think, what is your partner trying to say to you, thinking that you're really annoying. That's a biggie. Feeling low, not enjoying anything, not finding an enjoyment. Your appetite, it might increase or it might decrease. And that's always a bit of a worry because nobody wants to put weight on, and then all of a sudden finding themselves they're just eating. Different feelings towards baby, that may or may not happen. Some can feel low and actually still have a gorgeous relationship with their baby. Some might find that they've got a gorgeous baby, gorgeous partner, life is wonderful. Why do I feel so yucky? And that's quite hard because sometimes we like to have a reason for feeling down, and sometimes there's no reason. The birth, sometimes that's not how we all expected it to be. Expectations again is a colour. Also past trauma, it's a biggie too, and also past history of anxiety and depression. So there's a lot of things that happen. Things not to do around the time of your birth is to move, have a death, build a house, change jobs, those that don't connect well.
Not helpful.
So but it's a biggie. It's a biggie, and really common. Really common.
And so what do we do if you're listening, if you're identifying some of those things? It sounds like you, but maybe you haven't talked to anyone about it. It could be a friend of your partner or PlunketLine. If you haven't said anything yet, what's a good step? How do you what would be your next step?
Talking to someone. And if you can't find someone that you can talk to physically, call someone. And 1737 is a good place to call. PlunketLine's a good place to call.
You can even just text the 17372, and it's a free service, and it's trained counsellors on the other end. Non-judgmental, lovely, trained people.
Talking to your Plunket nurse or well child provider. Just talking to somebody, talking to your neighbour, kind of, see where they're at. I mean, if you can talk to like your best friend or even your partner, husband, just say, look, I'm not feeling good. This isn't what I'm usually like. Do you think? Do you think I'm usually like this? What do you think? Just kind of get a gauge. Also, don't forget, all well child providers ask the question, the PHQ3 questions, and
what are those questions?
Good.
NCA, sorry.
Because I don't ask them. Pretty much, how are you feeling? And have you felt any joy or in the last 7 days? And I think the third one is, would you like some support with this?
No.
And so you should being a key word there, be asked this on your first and possibly third visit with your wild child provider. And don't forget that you know, if you can talk to your wild child provider about any of these things. Plunket is there for your baby, but also the whole family. So you're important, and so this is a really important thing to be letting your Plunket nurse know about.
Yeah.
And of course, your Plunket nurse will support you in that journey.
Awesome.
Yeah. But it's talking to somebody, just saying it, and getting it off your chest.
Yeah, because I think it's
shared.
Definitely. I think there's that strange thing of like keeping it in the dark, and then it becomes so much worse. And you're like, oh no, what if someone finds out what I've been thinking? Or but it's not a secret. No, it shouldn't be a secret. It should be something shared. Yeah, because you're important. Yes,
you're important.
Yes, you are. And so depression in dads is a real thing too.
Yeah, it is. And what we're finding is that a lot of women, as they're feeling better, if they're feeling low in mood, and as they're feeling better and kind of getting their groove therapy. Yeah. And I think that sometimes that's what we need to do. Sometimes after having each baby, we need to do like a stock take of our lives and kind of think, okay, I've got a new baby in the mix. Where's this baby fit in? And, you know, how does my life look? Yeah. And so I think that once you kind of realise, okay, I've got a baby, and kind of get your groove thing back. Sometimes the guys can start feeling a bit low too. They're kind of like, oh yeah, she's feeling better, goody. And kind of they've been trying to hold it all together for the family, and suddenly they're able to kind of be how they're really feeling, and they can be a bit low in mood. So again, that's, you know, having a conversation with your partner, your husband, and talking about what's happening for you, and also talking about the different roles, because he too might be feeling about, you know, I thought that he might think, oh, I come from a family where the woman does all the things. And so she'll be like, hello, why are you not stepping up? And he'll, you know, if you're not having that conversation and expectations, and the expectations of what each other are thinking, then that can be a bit of a brain fart to some people.
And then we've also got that other real end of the spectrum through postpartum psychosis. Yeah. When things really go south, what does that kind of look like?
Not good. That's good. Yeah, you'll know if somebody you know has had postpartum psychosis, then, you know, they're hallucinating, they're kind of so not themselves, and that's definitely a GP, or even, you know, calling emergency services. Yeah. It's really important that they get help straight away.
Yeah. So if you will kind of, it's like almost like if it's your friend or your family member who think, I think something's off here, and it doesn't need to be, you know, full psychosis, but if you're worried that they just seem very not themselves or very low, what, as a family member or as a concerned friend, what do you do to your loved one?
You can talk to them. We can talk about, I mean, you can talk to them, see if they want to go for a walk with you, support them by making some meals. And you've also got to just kind of see what kind of relationship, because some people might be offended that you're helping them. Yeah. Some people, I'd love it. Yeah, but
actually.
Some people might be offended, so you've just got to kind of gauge, you know, what kind of support that person needs. Yeah. But also it might be, hey, should we go see the GP? This just doesn't look right.
Yeah, and knowing too that you don't need to solve problems, that even just talking is so helpful. And just being noticed, like somebody's noticed and cares about your opinion. Like that's really your role. You don't need to be, you know, psychiatrist or anything like that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to share, or any kind of final words?
Be kind to yourself, look after yourself, you're important, and I think that's it. We just need to be kind to ourselves.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being on, Jacquie. And if you do have any questions at all, feel free to send them through, or you can give our gorgeous PlunketLine nurses a call anytime, day or night, on 0800 933 922. And then we also have that 1737, I keep getting it wrong before, number that you can text or call anytime as well. And there's trained counsellors on the other end that can help you. Yes, you are not in this alone, and it's not wildly common, and you will get through it. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.